Made to join new right at the beginning of the game. Beautiful looking Clifford Cup in presence. Like I said before, Army rejuvenated, learned from their mistakes. By far the better side in the knockout stage. Now in position, nicely formed ball driving through. Pressure. Navy, early stages, early exchanges. Army earning a penalty. The first of the game.
Absolute alert call from the Army from the start, attacking. A good line break that was earlier supported, but went into then a chip, and Navy recovered very well, very brilliantly recovered, got into touch, but Army once again had the line out and they drove in beautifully to win a penalty, and now we're about a few meters away from the second semi-final of the Nippon Paint Clifford Cup Tournament 2023.
If you remember, even during the game against Air Force, we said Army had it. It's just a case of brushing things up and get the right formula. Looks like much needed changes, adjustments have been done, and Army doing really well. However, the throw wasn't straight, so it'll be a chance for Sailors to get out of the jail. Just about 4 minutes up.
A crucial mistake by the Army. There was no contest from the Navy team, and still they had the throw was not in straight, called by the referee, and Navy will have the put in to have the loose head, and for the first time of the game.
When these two teams met each other at Valisara, 13th Jan, it was Navy had the better of 41 points to 30 victors, but Army in the knockouts, different beast altogether. Madhuranga with the distribution, and Samuel Madhuanta, ever reliable boot, finds a touch. Excellent clearance kick. Sudaraka Dikkubura, explosive speed. I think Navy should be handling him with care. He's pretty much C4 explosives. Ref Ishanka Abekon handed over the responsibilities of officiating this game. Army once again, this time the throw was straight, but Navy in with possession. Nicely presented ball, skipper Harsha Madhuranga intercepted and kicked it. Luckily, Samuel Madhuanta is there.
Early calls for Raji Baji. Doesn't matter. This is a game of rugby. As long as they keep it clean, we'll see a crucial Army once again losing the line out. This time for a knock-on. You can't afford to lose these crucial restarters, and that will have an impact on the game. You are happy to have the throw-in, dictate your numbers, dictate the number you are throwing in, but then you lose possession and you get the loose head to the opponents. It's a crucial mistake.
I thought against Havelocks, Army kept their error count down, but today, earlier on, just about 6 minutes in, few tiny mistakes, but there comes the handling errors throughout the league as well as the knockouts. Handling error count staggering SW.
I'm sure they would have practiced that move many times, and then when you put it into practice in the real game, nervy hands or maybe a lack of concentration. But nevertheless, you can't afford at this level in a second semi-final and coming into a final of the Nippon Paint Clifford Cup 2023. And it's crucial that you got to keep ball in hand, recycle, and make your options count.
That's about it. Patience, intelligence, everything in one game. Rugby. That's why so much of glamour attached to it. Now, Army just about to feed in. Scrum half. Mohammad Rifan live wire against Havelocks. Had a good game. Rangefinder was good. Touching the fingertips of heavy defender. Army with a quick throw, and it seems ref is all right with it. Now the speedster, Sudaraka Dikkumura, coming inside. Presented a quality ball, number 14. Ekasu room in front, but a fabulous tackle to bring him down. Almost, not quite for Army. Brilliant passage of play.
Absolutely fantastic. I'm wondering whether the young versatile Duke Kimura, whatever was he doing, he was traveling like a postman, trying from one corner to the other corner on a parallel. You can see the replay. There he goes from one end to the other, but parallel. But look at that offload, completely good timing. It's just that a desperate tackle, a good tackle, I would say. Save the day, save the 5 points, save the 7 points for the Navy.
Army made their intentions clear. Navy just managed to hold on to the position.
No, don't do that.
This will
Back.
surely be utilized for the clearance, but before that, taking play
Roll
one
away.
more pace
No hands.
to have a better direction for their kickers. In the process,
immediate roll away.
Army not rolling
Not
away,
rolling away.
give away position that easily.
Then no
Just
need.
about 10 minutes in, still Army enterprising but not clinical.
Yeah, especially at a situation like that, in my view, my advice is that you got to be disciplined contest to the ball there, because of the fact that you see now you give a penalty, you get the cushion of 40 meters, 30 meters down the line without any effort, and you have the throw into the line out. Instead of that, if you contest in a proper manner, and then you give the ball to them to clear the ground, you have the throw in. That's the important thing, and you might be in their half still.
That's exactly what the teams are striving for, but Army, for some reason, not taking advantage. I thought that was a brilliant passage of play from Sudaraka Dikkumura.
Backwards.
Just a while ago I mentioned he's C4 explosive. So Navy better handle him with care.
Back.
Now driving forward. Madhuranga presented a quality ball. Knights
Now release. Clear
short
release.
inside pass. Forwards getting their work rate up.
Play on.
Army been well disciplined throughout the
What do you
knockout
want?
stage.
White.
Ball went into touch, but before that,
What do you want? Scrum.
yes, looks like the knock-on came.
Backwards.
Definitely my hats off to the three coaches. Army's Ronnie Ibrahim and Navy's Salia Kumara and Police Ronnie Ibrahim, the two brothers. They have made beautiful teams out of these three sides. Yesterday the Police were very,
hurry up.
I won't say unlucky. They should have kept with 11 points lead, and the CNFC playing with two players or three players minus. They should have known how to keep the lead on. But hats off to a champion team like Sia coming back to clinch the seat in the match. But these two teams are playing some super exhibition rugby.
Stay bounce.
Both the teams prepared to work the ball out wide, using their speedsters, as we said. Didn't quite stick. Deliberate knock-on, says referee Shankar Bekon. First opportunity for points, Navy. First time they enters Army's territory, and in with the chance of hitting in front.
A good call by the referee. Certainly, there was a bit of a negative play rather than trying to go for the interception. A good call. Surprisingly, Navy has called for a scrummage. Not in my books. I would have still gone for the 3 points, open the scoring, so that you know you're 3 points up, and the other side know they're at -3.
though some food for thought as always whenever SW is in presence. 12 minutes up, still even Steven. Both the teams searching for points. It doesn't matter how adventurous you've been, you need to show
Hurry up,
for it.
boys. Time on.
I honestly expected both
Right,
the
Mabara.
teams to come out all guns blazing and make this game a
Vote out, vote out,
high
vote
scoring one like the one they had previously through when they played against each other at Valisara. But so far, from what we've seen,
out. Time on.
both the teams little cautious.
Yeah, if you analyze the game yesterday, the Reds, the Siran FC, ultimately they became winners. But if you see the number of penalties they took and the distance
Fine.
that they took the penalty, they had a brilliant kicker, no doubt about
Set.
that. But
Steady.
they went for every 3 points.
Steady.
Now here, you got a 3
Back
points
in.
on a cushion and you opt for a scrum.
In number 9, don't go. Say.
Whether it's a correct choice or not, we'll find out.
No, it's okay.
Army almost
No, don't do that.
turned the ball over. Now the skipper, Madhuranga, gives it to the set of forwards who are joining from the middle. Now the big man. That was nice.
it's okay. No,
represented.
rock.
Almost a high shot, not quite.
Back.
Army being patient. No
Last foot.
high shots so far.
Now use
Something
the ball.
very pleasing to see. Yesterday, SW just spoken about
Backwards.
the number of red cards. Almost killed the game
Back,
for
get back,
red
get him back.
shirts. But they managed to come out on the top. And keenly watching this game,
Oh.
one of those teams will meet them this Sunday, number 28. Beautiful
Rock.
leg drive.
No, don't do that. Stay back. Last foot.
Heavy.
Release.
Doing simple stuff really
Back.
well.
Last foot.
The ruck clearance, ball presentation is up to the mark.
High tackle.
Now big number 2. Pull off Visanaika goes. And
High tackle.
we were
Number 19.
talking about high
Be
shots. The first high shot of the game right under the post. Will they go for 3 points? Looks like they will.
Did you hear me by any chance?
They might have.
19. Low tackle, Jan.
This will be surely bread and butter stuff for Samuel Madhuanta from his cool days. Brilliant kicker. Either of them, Madhuanta or Tilina. Straightforward, right under the post. Should be 3 points on the board for Navy. Taking early lead just about 15 minutes up.
Yes.
Like I said, through the middle.
Mali.
I think it should be Tilina Veerasinghe.
Oi bola tiene pa.
Who sent
Kami
through the
lah ya. Me
penalty.
bola one ne pa.
3 points for Navy.
Oh Karayan. Oi bola Ryan.
He can
Wait,
literally do
bench
that
කරතින බෝල ගන්න.
with his
Bench.
eyes closed. Experienced
මේ
kicker.
බෝල ටික අයින් කරන්න කියන්නේ ඔක්කොම.
Yeah, Navy got the luxury of two good boots, the
Time on.
distance and the shot, and Tillen has been exceptional. Madhuvanta he started off brilliantly in his school career and came back and continued. But somewhere or other he had dropped down a bit on his place kicking, but I'm sure the boy will come right, and hopefully it'll be today.
Yes, this man had fair share of injuries. Played for CH previous season.
Back. Good,
When he
very
got the
good.
ball, he got something special to offer. Nice side stepper. Now big man.
Back.
Finding some ground for Navy. Got a man in the middle holding his head. Play
Stay back.
continues. Madhuranga being efficient.
No, you lost the
Tries to
body
break
weight.
through.
You got release now.
Could manage to find an opportunity. I think Army letting loose Madhuranga a little too much. He's a dangerous customer.
Back.
If you take him lightly, he'll punish you like he did against
Oh,
them
it's okay.
in the previous occasion. Hat-trick of tries. A big
Tackle,
number
roll away.
one, Charit Silva.
Play on.
Now Dinesh De Silva. Some footwork
Back.
to
Stay
gain
back.
ground, but nicely turned over by Army. Two forwards initially thought of forming a combined drive. Didn't work. Now Dikkubura. Reliable left boot. Some distance. Excellent collection and
Tackle,
some
release.
footwork. Gain
Back,
around
get back, get
15
back.
meters.
Okay, good.
Once again, ball exchanging hands. Fluency is the key. Another excellent pass to Herath. He goes to the ground unpresented. Goes to the shorter side. Another deliberate knock on, it seems. Yes. Unacceptable.
No. Captain, ball down.
Absolutely, some brilliant faces
Captain.
coming from the Navy. And
Captain.
it came from the Army at the initial stage, but Navy is playing some constructive rugby, and they are going to the pods, making the ball available left and right. It's available. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Nice to watch them playing some good rugby.
Absolutely, they settled down really nicely with 3 points on the board. Always matters. Psychological advantage. Now Samuel Madhuanta to gain some ground and work things from there. Excellent kick. Right inside Army red zone. Army under pressure.
Tight. Harine. Good. Set 10 meter.
Plenty of support for Army from the forces. Very decent crowd in. And this time,
What do you want?
Navy
Stop.
made a cardinal error. Line out wasn't straight. 19 minutes up. What could have been attacking opportunity. I mean, you can quite clearly said with that move, with last couple of minutes, Navy been exerting relentless pressure. Little bit gassed out and under a little bit of pressure, but now they have got
Coach.
an opportunity to
Fine.
make things clear and get out of
Set.
their own half.
Steady.
Number 22,
Steady. Steady.
Refan, just about to feed in.
Stay bound. Advantage.
Yes, boring through, playing advantage. The passes from Army, touch too high, even in the last
Advantage
game.
over.
Sudaraka Dikkubura, 2 kicks. Just have a look how much ground he gained for Army. Brilliant, brilliant player. Speedster, who always sparks some brilliance whenever he gets a ball. Ref Abe Kohn having
Number 22. White.
a small
White
discussion
number
with
22, captain.
AR. Could be a high
White
shot.
number 22. Shoulder charge. Don't do that.
Oh my, oh my. First card of the game. We thought we are in for
Right, 1 minute
a
war
very
break.
disciplined game.
1 minute water break. 1 minute. Here, don't go. Stay here. Don't go, stay here. 1 minute water break.
Samuel Madhuanta, key man,
Nah, shoulder charge.
who does a lot of clearing, who does a lot of dependable and reliable, but now he will have to spend 10 minutes in the bin. Marginal call, but nevertheless, ref is in a better position than us.
I think it was a good position because he just took him off a bit so that he will not go ahead, Madhuvansa. And interesting where the penalty
Nah, shoulder
is
charge.
given.
Shoulder charge.
It should be up in front, I think, because where the ball light.
Late together.
Anyway, it's a water break, and
Scorching hot day, humid, not too much of breeze like
Time
we
on.
used to have here at Racecourse Grounds. Two teams tiring up. Like I mentioned in the beginning, this tournament considered the oldest club rugby tournament in the whole of Asia. Began 1911. It was presented as a part of celebration for Lady Elizabeth Clifford's birthday by then Governor Sir Hugh Clifford. The very first match played between the United Services team and All Ceylon team in 2011. That's how this tournament began. Now Navy, powerful legs driving through, just about 15 meters gain. Intensity is up. The tempo is up. Navy, despite having a man sitting in the bin, doing everything right.
Play on.
Nice cutout pass.
Back, stay back.
Well collected and well presented. This is good.
No.
This is excellent ball recycling. Army still holding on, but for how long? That's the question. Number 6, Adisha presented the ball, went too far back.
Play on.
Now Herat changing directions,
Back.
gained just about 5 meters in the process. Nice, simple, basic rugby, but proven effective throughout the league as well as in the knockouts.
Get back, get back.
Navy still doing all the talking. Army trying desperately
No, it's okay.
to
Ball is
stay
available.
disciplined and hanging on. Now the big number 1, Sharid Silva, taken just about a couple of tacklers before he goes down.
Use it.
Another man driving through. One more pick and drive, taking the play to the next pace.
Release now.
On the
Clear,
defense, holding up. Not easy.
Back.
Waves after waves of attacks. Taking play from touch forward. Yes. Referee Shankar Abekon has the knack of being at the right time, at the right place. Spotted that one quite clearly. So it will be a scrum in favor of Army after some time.
Yeah, I think it has been about 15 to 17 phases. That's fantastic. Rugby, ball retention, and the important pass didn't come right. And if he has got it right, he would have been under the post. Maybe would have been about 7 points up with that try. But Army is crucial. The thing is, both teams have crucially missed the line-out throws in the advantage of getting a penalty and having your throw-in, and that's going to be a bit
Right, boys, hurry
concerns to the coaches. Both teams have missed their line-outs.
Because in comparison, Army, though they've been a little bit better than the league stages, Navy
Set.
had the same issue,
Steady.
being
Steady.
enterprising and adventurous most of the time, but they haven't had
Stay
that
bound.
finishing touches.
Stay bound. Stay in.
Otherwise, they could
Now.
have done far better than they did
Now release.
in the league stage. Now Army,
Release.
bodies
Release now.
piling up,
Ball
still
is available.
have the presence of mind to clear the ball. Looks like someone not rolling away and conceding a penalty. Much needed one for Army. You can see they are tired up by doing all the defending. Now they are getting a little bit of a breathing space. Sudaraka Dikura, left-footed, reliable kicker to do the clearing. Cardinal mistake, not finding the touch. Army in position.
Release. Clear. Release. Back. Stay
When
back.
it comes to speed, Army has the advantage. Now the Kubura, nice ball presented, but
Oh. don't.
There was
Wait,
no
wait.
man
Stop.
to catch that one. In fact, spilled that one cheaply. So it will be a now scrum in favor of Navy. This is a bit of a helter-skelter stuff for both the teams, not utilizing the opportunities given. We were expected both the teams to be a little bit fluent. I think the occasion took to them. Nerves, I guess, SW.
Yeah, absolutely. The mistake that Army made was couldn't find touch, but that in turn it became adventurous for them because Navy made a meal out of it by losing possession, and Army really had the numbers on the outside, had the space and the pace both on the outside,
hurry up,
but
quick,
they
let
didn't
them
have the
take
fingers to collect that pass.
Like I said, if both the teams prepared to up the tempo, it will definitely place in favor of Army. In addition to Sudaraka, they had quite a few speedsters, two wingers,
Time off. Right, take it.
got the pace.
කාමිලා මෙතන බෙන්ච් එකකින් බලන්න මේ වතුර එන්න දෙන්නේ නැල්ලු.
Lairu
Time off
Ratnayaka,
කරපුවා එන්න දෙන්න. Bleeding
carrying
එකකින්.
number 21,
Right.
and the
hurry
two
up, boys.
centers. Ashan Bandar in particular, experienced man. In comparison to what he did in the league stage, he's a much improved player.
Fly half, number 10.
Today he's playing at center, Ashan Bandara. I think we had a little discussion about him during our game at Air Force grounds as well.
Time on.
Yeah, I know. It's good. The main thing is good to see the two sides playing some positive rugby. A lot of continuations, taking options, but they need to boil down and get their restarters right. And look, in the last one, Army, you create space, and then you have the pace,
Fine.
and that's what they all try to do, to create the space. And once you have created and put the defense on
Steady.
the back foot, and if you drop
Steady.
that crucial pass,
Steady.
I mean, there's no excuse for that.
Steady.
That's why
Stay
we
bound.
are continuously mentioning about
Train.
the fact handling error count staggering in local rugby. Something the coaches, the administrators should be keeping a keen eye on.
No.
Now, usual fluency from Navy, not that time. The pass was way too high. He tried his best, but wasn't successful. Prime real estate, SW.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes, when you're eager to get that thing across, sometimes the wind can take it also away from it. There can be a floating ball, which it is. And if I don't know whether you see the replay, if the player who passed the ball, if he had his head up,
Boys, hurry
and
up.
the ball is going to float up. It's like how I'm not a cricketer, but then, like the cricketer, then you're asked to drive, and if you have your head up and drive, you're going to scoop a catch.
Coach.
Yes, there you
Bye.
go. The explanation. Even against Air Force, even against Havelocks, I thought Army,
Steady.
quite a few passes were way too high.
Sane.
Their backline
Sane.
did their best, but by the time they caught the ball, it was all too late. Now Army. Nice long ball. Number 12. With a punt. Smart call. Samuel Madhuanta is back.
Back 10 meters.
I beg your pardon. That's Thinila Veerasinghe. Both of them brilliant with their defending. Now to take Navy back to the midway territory. As usual, thumping kick. Not too many meters, but Navy getting out of the jail nevertheless. Just about 28 minutes up. As expected, proven a close game.
Making a match ball.
Will this be the tempo, this game to continue? We'll have to stay a little bit patient because initially we thought both the teams working the ball out wide, especially Navy, their fluency is up. They had a considerably lengthier break to recharge their batteries.
Release now.
Forwards
Release.
joining in from the middle. Release, says the ref.
Roll away. No hands.
Prop forward.
You're going off it.
Well driven.
Back.
couldn't find a hole. Now to the shorter side. Number 10 with a nice distribution. He gets the ball in return, but good cover tackle from Navy. Army speeding things up forwards. Presenting quality balls. Good leg drive. Did they went over? Not quite.
On the line, on the line. Back.
Still inches short. Agonizingly close.
Hands back, hands back.
That should be it. Try time, Army. They were searching for that opportunity right from the beginning. They had to wait till the 29th minute, but nevertheless, Army goes in front. 5 points to 0, 5 points to 3, in fact. I don't think conversion should be any difficult. No wind. Just about 18 meters out. What a comeback.
Yeah, I know. Just a conversion to come. I think it should be bread and butter for him. But having said that, I was just about to come and say that the teams are playing so well, and it's not doing justice to the scoreboard. The scoreboard is really not reading what the game has been so far. And also, when I saw that 1-on-2 on the outside, and he opted to go into the defender, I was thinking to myself, is this the results of practicing hit shield practices that goes through where the defender is there, and he went straight into defender without giving two on the outside. They had a beautiful on one out, one in, and then two passes out. Absolutely fantastic. But nevertheless, but the try has been scored, the conversion's been done, and Army in front.
Probably a case of too much shadow rugby. We have seen this throughout the league stage as well as in the knockouts. Found space, going straight at the defender who needed no invitation. 30 minutes up. So it'll be restart by Nate.
So much of training, and there must be this thing as we see the replay. Clearly in front. A good call by the air and the referee combining very well. Absolutely good call on that. And Navy has the option of a kick where the player was offside, or from where he kicked.
Right, vote out, vote
It's
out.
a fine margin between being
Vote out.
enthusiastic and being reckless.
Get back.
Something we have seen from Candy, in fact. I've seen them made conscious efforts to not to tackle the players when they are in the air. So it's a matter of getting your thought process right and get your game plan accordingly. From what we've seen so far in the first half, in comparison to the league stage, there is some fluency, there is some improvement, knowing this is a knockout stage game. There's no catching up. There are no bonus points.
Don't be gullible, don't be gullible.
Winner takes it all.
Oh.
35 minutes up. Navy in position. Few anxious faces, in fact. Sali Kumara.
Offside.
One of the excellent refs, excellent coaches, I beg your pardon, in the scene.
Congratulations to them, and it'd be nice to see.
From the bottom, 7th. So vast improvement. They got all the reason to lit up their celebrations, and how about winning Clifford Cup to double it up?
Captain.
Absolutely, and paint the entire along the place area with the Nippon paint.
Time on.
Go on painting, use it.
Singer with a touch finder, a good one. Just about 30 meters out inside Army territory. Sole try being scored by Army. Expected a try feast.
මම agree නෑ ඒකට මට match එක continue කරන්න support
Can't
එක
help. Having seen these two teams played in the league stage, a 10, just 10 tries to be exact, but not today. But we are expecting different things
time off time off
in the second half. But however, the throw wasn't straight from Navy hooker. Pulasti Disanayaka.
Yet another advantage squandered by the team that was dictating the throwing after a penalty kick. Absolutely, this is a crime. You got to win your lineouts. You got to, by now, after 36 minutes of the clock, our clock, they should have studied the wind, which wind factor, one at the top, one at the middle, and one at the bottom, where it flows, because it travels at different spaces. If you see the Nippon paint those flags, the fluttering, it definitely is going quite strong from our left to our right. So they should have studied that.
To add to what you've said, there wasn't real pressure from Army on that occasion.
අර බෝල් එක දෙන්න
So those are little things they should be mindful of. I'm sure during the break there will be some stern words will be spoken by both the coaches.
දෙකෙම ගමු දෙකෙම ගන්නවා
Interesting, referee made a change to the ball. I wonder whether that's for the reason for the not in straight. It doesn't matter. Because they're virtually the same weight. And
time off
are they going to have a re-throwing?
wait
Wow. Interesting.
We'll have to wait and see whether they can get their accuracy up by changing the ball. Looks all right.
advantage
It worked.
2 bites of the cherry, 2 bites of the ball.
And something we've seen the wingers changing directions towards
no.
inward way too much in this league. Basically goes to the hand of defenders, providing them an easy opportunity to tackle them. Now the big man. Strong drive. Once again,
Offside.
Maduranga. Handling errors creeping in, but before that, there was an advantage for Army players. Got caught offside. Ref Abekon being vigilant.
Stump down
Right inside Army red zone. Prime real estate for Navy. Both the teams higher degree of stamina.
hurry up 9 එන්න delay කරන්න එපා ඉන්න crouch
Ref Abekon being
Fine.
vocal, providing plenty of instructions
set
in order to get
Steady.
a steady scrum.
steady
Army up by 7 points.
steady
Not a big lead. Just about
Save
3
out.
minutes left on the
Play on.
clock. Now, nice scissor move.
tackle
Now to the far side goes number 2, Pulasti Dasanayaka.
no it's okay
Maduranga to Gihan Pereira. Good leg drive. Now Dinesh De Silva loses the ball. Spill that one cheaply. Now Army in position. Chance
Advantage
Garner
over.
begging once more. Good long pass. Finds Samuel Madhuanta. Always
no
got something to offer to gain few meters. Goes through the middle. They've been silky with their forward play.
back
They've been presenting the backs with quality balls. Now gets an opportunity. Well tackled.
back Backwards.
That one went backward,
Side.
coming
Number
through the
30.
side. Says the ref Ishanka Bekon once again. Army
1.5 more. 1.5 more. No.
gassed out after doing defending from this way to the other. Gets a retrieve. Like I mentioned early, at the break, there will be some serious discussions inside both the camps, especially Navy. I think they had just about 60% of possession.
Right. Right. Kick it.
Still only got 3 points to show for it. Army, on the other hand, with 40% possession, did well,
Time on.
but for the large part, they were under pressure. Army would have expected to create plenty of try scoring opportunities instead of doing all the defending. Now Ashan Bandara
Last play, Maja. Last play, ne? Last play.
clears the ball out. It'll be a throw
Last
in
play.
favor of Army.
Last play.
Can they get their accuracy up? Stolen by Navy. The Navy wasn't too good with their own lineouts. When it comes to stealing Army's lineout, they've been doing pretty well. And Maduranga breaks through one tackler, gains some ground before goes to the ground. Herat with a distribution to Madhuanta, exchanging quite a few hands, which is good. Now to the shorter side. Hoshin Falil gives out a quality ball.
Play on.
Excellent counter-racking pressure. Earning the penalty for sealing. Ashan Bandara under a little bit of distress. Now taken a quick tap and kick it into touch. As to say, this is enough for the first half. Tied up. Looks like he's in serious trouble.
It's half time. It's 40 minutes of fantastic, some good rugby. I would say all the scoreboard do not indicate what should have been, because it's the fact that they couldn't finish it. But we had 13 phases, 17 phases of rugby, and Navy had the possession most of the time. As you see the highlights, that's the first 3 points to Navy, getting the scoreboard on, and then Army with their forwards pick and go, picking up, and then finally over the line for the 5 points. And the conversion's good, so that at that time at the stage it was 7 points to 3 with the Army in front.
So at the end of the first half, Army holding on to a slender lead of 4 points. But knowing what both these teams are capable of, we are expecting some fireworks in the second half. We'll catch you with live action in a moment.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors.
play to win the game. We'll take care of your aches and pains. Siddhalepa Spray. Trusted for 8 decades for quick relief from all aches and pains.
The largest paint supplier of Japanese vehicles. Original equipment manufacturer approved, Nax Premila 2K is the most premium quality auto refinishing solution you will ever need. වසර 130ක විශ්වාසයෙන් දැන් ඕඩලස් තාක්ෂණයෙන්
Nippon Odorless Paints. තත්වයෙන් උසස් හොඳම තේරීම.
Nippon Paints. Live with colors.